I have got months of recordings to go through. I have pretty sure I'm about to get a Paint Audio CE1 and start trying to move our software and the computer-based pedalboard project over to it. It's going to be a giant step down in CPU power from the Mac Mini M1 that I'm running, but there's so much less wires and plugs and scary things that I think it's worth it. And I want to be able to provide our customers with a kind of a turnkey way of running our upcoming software. So I think that's the way to go. I hate spending money like that. I'm the cheapest. But yeah. In other news, let's see what else is going on. For my live recordings, I'm now just we've got one of those really cheap B-Link mini or micro, whatever you call them, kind of PCs. It's this tiny little thing, and it's at the club now. It stays there. It's plugged in. It's hooked up to Dropbox, so I don't need to carry hard drives back and forth. So I think it's the end of me losing files, like that whole ordeal of losing tracks and stuff. I mean, that's partly why I haven't been mixing, because I'm so upset that I don't have some of the tracks I should have, and it really hurts me inside, as silly as that sounds. I've lost people's stuff, not that, I mean, this has been a free service anyway, but it still feels horrible. But I want to catch up. I want to look at what I got and just start deleting things. So there was a couple of videos I wanted to react to. I'm not sure that I really want to get into that. I'm also really fighting with AI systems. I've been using them for help with scripting and making Helix presets, or just in general, the really tedious stuff that takes a long time to put back together, but AI can do in a second. One of the big ones is, one of my problems is that the AI will lie to you. We know that, it's politically programmed to have a certain political bias. And anytime you get anywhere near something where that would be a factor, you absolutely cannot rely on the AI to tell the truth in that case. What keeps happening is, one of the big ones is, for instance, I am asking for a link to a certain product. We're looking for products. It makes some recommendations. I ask for a link, and it gives me links that don't work. And then I say, hey, check this link before you send it to me. Don't lie and say that you checked it. And then again, it'll say that it checked it and that it works, and it turns out the link doesn't work. I'll be looking at like Helix parameters, for instance, trying to make a preset or whatever, and ask, tell it, here's the documentation, only use the parameters that actually exist for this particular block. And it just makes up parameters, makes up units, and I tell it over and over, hey, do not make up anything, just use what's in there in the documentation, and it just makes up stuff again. So I'm tired of being lied to. I know this sounds like I'm interacting with the human. That's a whole nother discussion. I think, when it comes down to it, we are meat robots, and you can say that's not true, but it is. And we are, it's not like we're special compared to the computer. We're doing a lot different of a computation, but we are meat robots. Sorry, one thing's distracting me. I just got I had a problem where my wireless battery kept dying last 2 practices ago, and so I ordered some new Shure batteries, and then I find out that Crutchfield carries them, and there's also a charger you can get for it, this like little sled thing, and it's $40. I mean, it sucks paying for these batteries and these chargers, but having one sitting on my pedal board, that's awesome. But I noticed that I've been charging it for a long time, and it's still saying red, and I don't know if my charging cable is the wrong thing. It came with one. I didn't use it. I used some Amazon ones, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it now. I'm just looking at it. Anyhow, I'm just rambling. I do want to get a better working AI that's not lying to me. I tried Claude, and Claude actually provides working links. It sucks because I'm paying for Google with Gemini, but Gemini is just, it's bad. It was worked pretty good with scripting, but it just lies, and it's so confident about its lies, and just refuses to take directions, and just basically it's a gaslight generation machine. It's lying to you and telling you that you're the wrong one. It's just ridiculous. So, and it preaches at me. I don't like that. So there's a related video from Adam Neely and Alex O'Connor. You know, I on and off again with Alex O'Connor. Of course, he's in the skeptical and kind of anti-theist community, which I appreciate, but he kind of goes wacko from time to time. And then he's got Adam Neely on the show, and to me, I don't like Adam Neely. Lots of times he does some deepities. I mean, they're clickbait deepities, but they really are deepities. And when he's not doing that, he's just kind of a downer. I don't know if I want to get into that, or do we want to take a look at what projects I got sitting on? Well, first I'm going to go for my 1 terabyte hard drive. Let's just take a look before I go all crazy. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 months worth of Dead Nights. Got a bunch of Tavana stuff. Live band karaoke. We got some Tavana. Don't really, it's been the same Dead Night band over and over for a while. Kind of don't want to do it. Let me, Steven Inglis came and played a Dead Night, and those are really popular. Let me see. Okay, so I think, this is a different Steven Inglis show, so I don't know. One of these might be a Steven Inglis Dead Night. One of these might be the other ones. So January, February, and March I have here. It's May right now. Do I want to bother with these? Maybe I'll pull one up. I'm going to try the new drum template and see how I like that. I think I still need to do some tweaking on that, but I'm not positive. Let's just pull this up. Just want to get through, start deleting stuff, catch up, and be done. Okay, the following track could not be found. So this is why I kind of stopped doing things. See that? It's missing at the beginning there. Ooh, let's just see who this is. If this is the other ones, I've already got 5,000 other videos of them. I don't need it. Let's take a look. There's the other ones. Now, I like these guys. And this guy right here, Rand, he's from Arizona. I think he went to Saguaro High School. So, this is my brother in arms. But man, he plays the bass way too loud up there. So yeah, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of that one. Let's see who the 327 one is. Oh, this is hardly Strictly Jerry. Okay. I'm definitely doing this. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. Dead Night 327, 26. I'm just going to delete the other one. Sorry, guys. I've already done a whole bunch of the other one's videos, so. Like I said, ooh, why do I have a mix one here? Why do I already have a mix one? This is interesting. Was I actually working on this? I don't think so. After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang down. After midnight, we're gonna chug and shine. Pretty sure this is hardly Strictly Jerry. going to assume this is right. Yeah, I'm going to add my template that I've been working on. Did I do a project template? I can't remember. Let me do a new project tab. Project template. HB default mixing template latest. Is that right? Oh man. And there's a Man-O-War snare drum that I want to copy. I don't know if you heard that band. They're pretty raw, but there's like a snare smack that, I've never, believe it or not, I'm bad at mixed bus compression. Maybe it's not hard for you to believe because I just don't do things that way. I'm more of a pokey kind of sound, I guess, if that's a way to put it. I don't know if this is the right. Let me see. How would I know? I think there's something I did with the kick drum, like I turned off a compressor or something. This may be okay. We're gonna do wow, this is not good. We are gonna do show Reaper resource path and Explorer Finder, and I'm gonna take a look at project templates. And I'm gonna do date modified. HB mixing default template latest 5/6/2026. I think that's it. So we're gonna try this. So I'm gonna drop all this junk in into that project, and this can be Night 2026. That's going to go into copy everything over from there. Actually, I'm just going to copy all the tracks and dump them in. That's going to be the easiest way. Just kind of moving these things into place. Keyboards. I'm sure, like I keep saying, I'm sure there's a scriptable way to do this and really speed this up. If you guys want to help me with that, I'm all ears. I had a little bit of a flam problem with last one I did with this, but like I say, I'm doing this for free. I need to work fast because I am months behind, and if a couple things slide by, sorry. I ended up doing like 6 songs for a band I should only done 1 for. So, and again, I would love it if you guys, you business types that aren't homeless and actually understand how to feed yourself from working in pro audio. Like somebody with gold and platinum albums should not be in the position I'm in, but you know, there you go. I would love if you guys tell me, what would you charge for something like this? You know, it's just an hourly thing. Hey, Maddie, I'd love to know. Yeah, frustrated. Anyhow, I'm thinking, man, I'm working on so many things at once right now. My brain is all scattered. I just gotta knuckle down and get this right. Okay, so something's weird here. This video file is way shorter than it probably ought to be. Let me take a look and see what we got here. And you know what? I'm going to do something that's going to be very cathartic. I know this looks terrible. Delete. So items are too big to delete. Do you want to permanently delete them? Yes, I do. Goodbye. Those are out of my life. Jacoby, I might delete. I might just delete a lot of this. This Siddhartha thing, I'm really bummed because I missed some stuff that would have been cool. All right. Anyway, so I'll shut up. Let's take a look at the video window. This is definitely hardly strictly Jerry. And what I want to know is, why is this video so short?
If you have an egg shaker that says HSJ on it, upon your Savior's breast, Lord Jesus, and I bid you good night, good night, good night. Lay it down, my dear brother, good night. I said, for you, good night, good dear brother, and I bid you good night, good night, good night. Thank you, everybody. See you coming in. Thank you for coming out, supporting the flag, folks. Oh, and so, if you have a... Here's the egg carton for the egg special tonight. On it, that's ours. If your egg... Oh, and so... Jesus loves you, loves you, loves you. And I...
This might be it.
Some come to make it just one more day. Whichever way your pleasure takes. If you ready. I was feeling so bad.
You know, I probably did Good Lovin' from some of these Grateful Dead credit tribute bands before, but I don't like the Grateful Dead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'd rather hear the Rascals. So Maddie's saying, I sell guitars. I charge nothing for music. However, I have friends that charge original bands between $350 to $750 a mix, around $500 USD, and they wouldn't have the credits you have. Yeah, but you know, I always talk myself out of business deals and money. You know, it's really ridiculous. And you know, I was just the other night, there were some kids standing in front of Foodland selling candy because they said they had a trip. They were sponsored by a boogie board company or bodyboard company. I know they don't like you to call it boogie boards, whatever. And they were going to be going to Texas for a wave pool contest. And they needed to sell candy to pay for their airfare and everything else. And, you know, I was telling them, hey, look, man. And look, you know, coming from me, these kids may not have known who I am, but and I'm the worst person in the world to say this, but it needs to be said. You are risking your life. You know, I know where these kids surf. It's a very dangerous place. You get eaten by sharks, you run into reefs, everything else. It's hellaciously dangerous. You're risking your life to advertise a product for somebody. The least they can do is pay for your airfare and not make you go out there selling candy and stuff. I understand some companies don't have that money. You gotta kick it in and cough up for us. And I don't know their deal, but assuming this is a company with actual money and stuff, man, these kids should not be standing in front of a store selling M&Ms for $20 when they cost $2 inside the store. If I was that company, I would be embarrassed of myself. What am I saying that these kids got to sell out their fake selling candy and risk their lives to sell my product, you know, man. So I know I am the worst businessman. I have advice for everybody else. But you know, like, you know, I risk my life big time to sell other people's bikes, but you know what? They give me free parts. They give me clothes. I have no doubt that if, and actually been offered before, if I want to show up at one of these big events, they'll pay for me. You know, I mean, they realize that what I'm doing, and I'm not even that good. I never was. I was, maybe it's been popular, but never that good. There were certain things I was good at, and I could hold my own, but you know, it's not necessarily what people are there to see. Today, I guess I'm good because I'm old. You know, I'm 50 years old flying around up there, 50, whatever. Close. I'm gonna be closer to 60 than 50 pretty soon. Woo. Anyways. So again, like I say, I don't know what I would charge for these live ones. You know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it does take time. All that said, I really think I want to do this Rascals song. But let's see what else we got.
The clouds so low.
I know this one's popular. What happened here? We didn't have the camera on until too late.
Turn down a desire for more guitar.
On other days when the ounce fall down, take up the oak and fire fields around. On other days when the ladies say
100 US, that shouldn't be bad. Make me feel better.
brown-eyed women in red grenadine, the bottle was dusty, but the
You know, the funny thing is, you know, when I was really only in the recording side of things, I'm watching people tell me about, you know, that I'm working on. Oh, check out this boat I just bought. You know, that album we did well. This tour kicked off, you know, and I am struggling to live on. The best deal I had was $60 a week. And, man, I was struggling to live on $60 a week. And then these guys would tell me about, they would show me the cars they bought from the work we did or the boats they bought. And I'm just dying. I'm like, man, I don't know.
look out.
Alabama, get away, get away. Only way to
Sound of the thunder.
keyboard player is like a super good singer. I don't know if he's singing on this at all. I don't want to do this one, or I want to do the Rascals one.
Come on, baby, squeeze me tight. Now don't you want your daddy to be alright? Now I said, baby, it's for sure, baby. I got the fever, baby.
Yeah, I spent decades at some years. I would say I didn't even make $1,000 total. Yeah, I do. I did have a Fiverr for a while for drum editing because I needed to test, our new software, and I was charging like nothing for it, and actually getting some pretty good drum tracks. And maybe I should do something sound better. Maybe that's what I would do. I don't know. But it's these guys. I'm working with these local bands, and it's, I don't know if you need to look at the gear these guys are carrying and guess, but they have money. They all have money. There are a few poorer bands that I work with, but for the most part, they got big time money. All right, I just had a knee operation, so I'm not able to ride my bike until Saturday, so I'm a little antsy. I'm watching these guys are like, oh, we're gonna go out to the skate park. Oh wow, yeah, 12K a year. It's more than I was doing, but now I'm actually doing okay. And it's mostly the live sound stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to sit down and not bend my knees in a way that is gonna get me jumping up and screaming here. So sorry. Life should be getting better after this operation, so we shall see. Man, I think I'm gonna do this Rascals song.
I was feeling so bad. I asked my family doctor about what I had. I said, now, doctor, Mr. MP, doctor, can you tell me, doctor, what's ailing me, doctor? He said, yeah.
Should we be trying some Melodyne? Try some Melodyne, Craig? I think so. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this as another one. I am going to select this time. Actions. Crop project time selection. And when I do Melodyne on here, it should only do this section of the song. I'm not sure that's going to happen. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going to have the same problem that we always have. But let's just assume right now that I'm going to throw some tracks in StemRoller. This whole thing, and then we're going to Melodyne it probably to fix it up. I know Wings of Pegasus is going to come after me. I'm sorry, Phil. I don't care. Oh, let's try some Claude. Okay, Claude. I am using StemRoller to remove symbols from my vocal tracks. However, my project and files are 48 kilohertz. Hey, by the way, I'm a hunting pecker. I can't type. So if you ever watch, I'm watching the keyboard and the screen because I actually can't type. I can type 140 words per minute if I have to, but I am not. I do it with the single fingers mostly. Kind of crazy. Yeah, if bands have money, charge them $200 to mix. That's about $50 per head for a pro mix. Yeah, bargain. I think you're right. Project files are 48K. Stem roller gives them back to me at 44.1K. Fix that. Is there another stem separator I should use? I know Reaper doesn't care, and it ends up fine, but I would just for peace of mind, I want to see 48K on this thing. List Reaper as a DAW. Ultimate Vocal Remover. I think I tried that. Didn't I try that Ultimate Vocal Remover? Let me take a look. Here we go. We'll give it another try. If it says it's free. I mean, have we ever noticed that the sample rate's a problem? It just bothers me. Okay, so here's Ultimate Vocal Remover. I kind of don't want to do it this way. I'd rather drag. I can't drag and drop. I just want to use the folder that's on there, MDX net. I don't know which. You help me with Vocal Remover 5 settings. Let's see. Oh man, my knees hurt so bad I can't think. Sorry. Oh god, it hurts. Oh man. What's the difference between 3 and 4? Here we go. Okay. I do have a GPU. GPU conversion on. Vocals only. Okay, good. Sample rate. Where do you see that? Audio settings, top bar. There is no top bar. Let me just Wow. Okay, so you run MDX23C and then demux roll former on that output. I think we should be okay with just one run. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Okay, model. Swap this out. You have UVR MDX net inst 3. MDX net model. Isn't that what it said? Wait, what the hell? You have UVR. Do I? Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, sorry. Download more models. Okay. What is it saying? UVR MDX net vocal FT. Or download MDX23 inst vocal HQ. Okay. That's neat that this does it this way. Is there like a paid version of this? Because it looks like I am stealing if this thing actually does what it's supposed to do. Check that. Okay, so let me, while that's doing overlap, change from default and set to 0.75. Size. Where did the vocals only thing go? Wow, this looked different a second ago. I swear I just saw something else. Why is this looking different? Drag and drop. UOER does not submit. Okay. Oh, it does support drag and drop. Select your output folder. Okay. So I'm just gonna set it to. Yeah, I know it's an invalid directory. That's why I want to tell you which one to use. It won't let me select it. Great. I guess I got to wait for this to go. All right, well, we'll fix that in a second. While I'm waiting for that, let me just get everything else situated. Start getting the just gonna look at the peak meter here and start getting the levels figured out. Really sounds good the way it is. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Snare. Okay, I'm gonna go 3 dB up on there. Okay, turn the high pass filter on for the cymbals. Go up by 16. Let's see what that does. It's really reading that snare, but I think we're going to be okay there. Let's see, I'm looking for when he hits the ride. I think that's the ride. Let's see. I think that's right. Let's check the balance. Yeah. All right. Crash 1. $14. Okay, crash 2. We're cooking here. Yeah, I think this is really smart, making the whole project template instead of a track template. 17. Okay, so I'm just going to go up by 11 here. That's done. I'm going to move the kick, snare, and toms into the trigger tracks. Yep, sue me. I'm using triggers. Don't care. Actually, I do care. That's why I'm doing it. What's going on here? Okay, so that's that. Have we done downloading this? Yes, we are. All right. Yeah, close this download center now. So now it's just going to show it. Yep, there we go. See, that's where that went. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I got to. Wouldn't this be the select? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Fight that battle some other day. Dead Night 32726. Yep, that is my folder. I should be able to drag these in. So we're going to make these. I'm going to glue these real quick. My knees hurt so bad I want to scream. But it's like somebody sprayed WD-40 into them, and I can move now, and so now I'm like kind of relearning how to walk. I'm like wobbling around because I'm so used to my knees being so stiff, and now that it moves around, I'm kind of flopping. And I don't know if you guys have watched it. You can't really see on the video, but my arms have been getting way bigger, and my legs have been shrinking because I'm using my arms to hold myself up on my bike instead of my legs, and that's just such a different way to balance. And I will be very happy when I can get back to my legs. Youch. Okay, so it's glued. See if we can find those. Go to like my name. 327, and I'm looking for something glued. Star glue. And there we go. Why doesn't this go to detailed by default? Oh, it drives me nuts. Okay, so supposedly I can drag and drop this. We did. All right, start processing. Here we go. See if this crashes the computer. Yep, it is stuck. Well, at least the GUI's stuck. Oh, now it moved. There we go. All right, we're gonna worry about that later on. I'm gonna get to the RMS meter now. And allegedly, I've done all this pre-effects and stuff, so that's what we're gonna see over here. High pass filters off. Check the bass. A little loud. I'm gonna drop it by 6.5 dB ish. Close enough. All right. Guitar 1. Yeah, am I hearing is there anything else in solo right now? Because I should have probably heard that bass. Yeah, why didn't I hear the bass? Hold on, let me check why that is. I know that's crackly and rattly. Let's worry about that in a little bit. It might be good like that. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 dB. Keys. All right, Maddie. This is the dude, man. This guy can sing and play keyboards. I'm gonna go up by 4 dB on the keys. We are cooking. I'll get the vocals once the vocal thingy bobber Vajenski thingy is done with it. Ticket assigned to me. Oh, okay. Somebody's having trouble with multiband gate. Let's see. Let's check that real quick. Sorry. That is going to be. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just answering some AIX DSP questions. All right. Now that's service, and that's how Reaper got made, was service like that. You know, you got a question, I'm going to try and get on it immediately. Okay. So I'm going to fight. We'll wait if I hear back from him. Let's see about the crowd tracks. I should have used the high pass filter, but not that big of a deal. I'm going to go up by 14 on the crowd tracks. Check the progress of our vocal remover. We are at 28%. So, we'll check back in on that in a little bit. Let's get to cutting some stuff up. I want to show that guy Multiband Gate if he gets up on the channel. If you, hey out there, what was your name? Your email was James Suit. If you end up, if you're listening, type something in the chat, and I will jump down to throw something in Multiband Gate so you can see it. Yeah, let me know. So for right now, I'm just gonna solo these drums. I'm just gonna take a look. Okay, so you hear the ones that aren't getting triggered, right? So now the question is, are these just stick clicks, or are these supposed to be full-on snare hits? Those are snare hits. Okay, so keep hearing this from people. I don't know if you can watch that. What is it? Dan, not Bobby Huff. Bobby Huff. Dan Huff is the actual guy who makes the cryptic writings, and Bobby Huff does videos talking about Mutt Lange and stuff, and you know, they show you how you replace stuff with samples and things, and you know, the things that they keep missing is these little tip tap flim flam things. You know, I know if on a proper studio record there is a lot less subtlety than people think, and that's why, you know, they replace them that way. So what do I do about this? Do I crank up that section? I'm gonna end up with some false triggers. You know, I could trump this whole thing by another 3 dB and see if that helps. Now that's probably going to lead to some false triggers, right? But I could fix all those. Leave that like that for now. Let's get these toms figured out. So this is freezing up on me. I don't know if it's, oh, you know, it's probably this video. Hold on. Let me do disable audio. And if that doesn't speed it up, then it's the stem roller, not stem roller, ultimate vocal remover. See, this is one of those ones where I'm guessing. Oh, man, Justin, I thought we fixed that. Maybe not. something, yeah, it's really freezing up on me. I think that's the stem thingy. There's a flam here. Doing some funny things. I say this a lot. I'm going to say it again. When you are, there's a certain amount of volume already coming out of the PA. There's like, let's say there's like a 40, let's say it sounds going up to 100 SPL. And for the most part, there's like a 40, 60 dB SPL noise floor. So anything that is below that noise floor, you're just not going to hear it. All the guitars coming out, all the cymbal wash, all the crowd screaming, it's going to get covered up by that. Like sometimes you can hear things even though it's kind of lower, but in general, if it's well below 60 whatever, you're just not going to hear it. It's being masked by everything else. And so you can see these little tip-tap, flim-flam subtleties that are so important to the feel of the music that the audience will never hear. And, people keep telling me about how these subtleties is what makes the music, but you cannot hear them. You can see them, and so it looks like a mistake. It looks like they're doing something, but you don't hear it. So I always say, be careful what you actually play, because I'll find a way to turn it up, and that might end up being a very bad thing. So, think about if something matters. If it really matters, you're going to have to hit it hard enough to be heard. If not, it might disappear. Okay. Anyway, so rant over. So it looks like he's hitting it a third time, but he's not. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Really hard to tell. Again, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's actually getting kind of late here. People are starting to show up. I just started and I'm already like late. This is, man, my day starts just way too late. I don't know what it is, did I really even get going before 1 o'clock? I know I went to the bank. I just didn't do that much today. I'm the king of wasting time lately. I don't think I'm wasting time. I'm waking up and then it just takes that long to get everything going. I'm really struggling with that lately. That is a flam, but what is it flamming with? Is that with the snare? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, see this one right here? You cannot hear this past the crowd and everything else. But we're going to hear it now. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Something is sticky. How are we doing here? 79%. All right. Have to say, so far, Claude is working better for me. Just don't want to pay another $20 a month. I am Pake, man. I don't know if you can tell, but I got enough Chinese blood in me to be a little Pake. Right there, you would not hear this one right here. In fact, yeah, I mean, if you want me to prove it, here we go. Here's what the crowd's hearing. Not exactly what the crowd's hearing, but these are the crowd mics. They are higher than the crowd is, but like I say, you here's those toms. So keep an eye on him when he's hitting the toms. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. All right. So dinosaurs don't get mad at me about tell them the truth. Holy crap. Seriously, I'm only that far into this song? Oh, God. How is it so long? No, they did a 17-minute version of Good Lovin'? There's no way. Oh, okay. All right, I messed up. I made this way longer than it should have been. I'm going to pay for that with Melodyne, and the stem separator would have already been done. I messed up. Sorry. I messed up kind of bad. I'll fix that. I could re-glue it, but I'd rather not. Yeah, I messed up. Sorry. I may actually re-glue it when I put it back in.
Just a little bit of love, good loving.
I take a little bit of clack off that bass. Okay, so we're done with the stem separator. Let's throw these back in. We'll get the levels off of that. Let's see. So we're looking dead night. So how is this gonna output it? What is he gonna call it? Modified. 514. Okay, I think this is what did it. Because it's named kind of funny. See that? I think these are the returns. We'll know. Yeah, see, these are definitely done by the stem separator. We'll see how good this works. No, look, it changed the sample rate again. Where is it? Saying I resampled from 44K. Okay. Let's go back to Claude. So I did it all, but it gave it back to me at 44 kilohertz, which is exactly the problem we were dealing with. Oh, here we go. AI. My apologies. I steered you wrong. AI is wrong again. Unhide Flam. Yeah. Hey, Poo Ninja. All right. My apologies. I steered you wrong on that. They're also trained at 44K. Same as the Mux stem roller. So why would you tell me that then? What to try instead of UVR5? Switch your processing method from MDXNet to VR architecture. Good for vocal. Five HP karaoke HR. I know that I can resample. I'm so frustrated with these AIs. So frustrating. Oh, there's that James guy. Okay. Let's see if he's. Okay, I'm gonna go to jump to multiband gate real quick. First of all, I'm gonna set these to left only. See, every time you push back on this AI stuff, I've noticed I should be straight with you rather than sending you down rabbit holes. So this one is the best thing I should be used. Yeah, let's we'll stick with it even though it's the wrong sample rate. I don't know what. Maybe I should just stick with stem roller. This should be. I think it should line straight up. Let me see. Is that right? That looks right. Okay. So let me move these into the right places real quick. Let me give this guy some let me set this up real quick. Sorry. It's just going to take 1 second. Just want to make some screenshots. Sorry about that. Just giving some instructions here. That's a different song, right? That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to get rid of that other song. And then I'm going to crop project to time selection again. Crop time, and actually probably got to leave in a second. Yeah, I just got here. Oh, and I'm trying to avoid eating donuts, and especially when I'm not riding. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of clack out of that bass. Oh, what happened to my video track? Oh, shoot, dummy. Okay, sorry. All right, because I had it pinned to the top, it wasn't really at the top. You go find it. This one. Oops. That was me at Peak Doy. tempted to do some things with these guitars here. But let's take a look at the vocals first, and then I actually probably have to split. But let's see if I can get away with throwing Melodyne on here now that I've just re-glued this. Like it shouldn't be too crazy. And I guess we got to figure out the key too. It's really just the yeahs that I'm really worried about. But let's see. Tell me monophonic detection. Why? Why would it do monophonic detection? Actually, no. Sorry, monophonic. It should be melodic. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. Got this right. Seems to be behaving-ish. See if we can figure out this key. Sorry, I'm going to put a this track up so I can hear this. That's so low. Okay, so I'm seeing C. Is this going to be C major, C minor? So this thing's saying it's E flat minor. I don't think so. I think it's C major. Let me use scale finder just in case. C, F, G. I'm pretty sure that's C major. Did I even get these vocal levels? Hold on, let's do that real quick before I really kill anything.
Doctor!
Mr. MD, now can you tell me what's ailing me?
We're gonna take some 200-ish somewhere. We're gonna take something off the lower mids on that vocal. Here's Maddie, I think.
Doctor,
I still don't really know how to do this. I just type it in, and I don't think I should, but it seems to work. I don't know how, but it really does seem to work. I'm really just worried about the backgrounds. I'm not really worried about the rest of it.
All you really need is good loving. Yeah, you got to have loving. Good loving. Yeah, you got to have loving. Good loving. Just a little bit of love. Good loving. So come on, baby, squeeze me tight. Now don't you want your daddy to be alright? Now I said, baby.
Yeah, I'm wondering about this. There's an E flat there. Why is there an E flat? Should it really be there? And I think a lot of what you're hearing here is bleed. It's treating it as a vocal, but I'm going to get rid of it. Ooh, I really got to spit. Okay, I'm going to take off. I will be back probably tonight and mix more of this stuff. My journey with Claude, and we'll see. All right. Hoping to hear back from Paint Audio about their CE1 product. Hopefully I'll be pulling one of those in and switch the computer-based pedal board over to that. But I'll be back later and we'll talk about stuff. All right, see you.